The Business Journal Roundtable Series is sponsored by Advanced Technology Partners.
Well, now we have a new administration coming in, and we probably haven't seen disruption to the extent we're about to see it in any number of areas. So, what's going to happen?
I was going to take a more general approach to this. I received an email from the OBL, the Ohio Bankers League, and they were talking specifically about the congressman who's in the running to become the chair of the House Financial Services Committee. He's from Arkansas. He was elected in 2016, so the first Trump administration. He was also a community banker, and his motto, if you can believe it or not, is make community banking great again.
No.
But again, when you read the proposals of this gentleman, his name is French Hill, it's all about regulatory easing. It's all about making it easier to, streamlining exams, making it easier to go through the merger process. He's got 8 or 9 bullet points that he talks generally, and I think this is going to be the kind of the pervasive view in Congress is to ease some of these burdens on banks. And we are a national bank, so we're regulated by the OCC and the Federal Reserve, and we expect that there will be some of this easing that will make it, better to do business, more efficient. Some of the things that we're talking about specifically will probably find themselves on the back shelf somewhere. And I'm very confident this new administration will be, pro community banking, pro banks, pro financial services.
So we saw this in 2016, where you reduced regulation, and it took probably the majority of the year to catch up. The idea goes into place, and then the examiners and everybody else, they kind of have to catch up and get everything in line. So probably towards the end of 25, you'll see a lot less regulation that we can go by, and I think that's good for the consumer because, banks don't want to spend their money on keeping up with regulation, and with, like you said, streamlining things are great for us. That means we can turn around and we can give that money back to products and services. So we're looking forward to that. We think that's a good thing. And like you said, especially keeping up with technology, there's a big expense that comes with that. So knowing that we can reroute those funds to a different direction towards the consumer is a good thing.
Earlier in our conversation, we talked about technology, and that's certainly going to invite additional regulation. There's going to be bad actors, bad players in that community that are going to have to be dealt with. And sometimes you get well-intentioned regulations that have negative consequences that have to be addressed after the fact. That's all costly to have to deal with from our chairs. But I think that the technology alone is going to invite new regulations that each of us are going to have to employ into our operations.
The Business Journal Roundtable Series is sponsored by Advanced Technology Partners.